Arkansas head coach Courtney Deifel and student athletes Hannah Camenzind and Raigan Kramer. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach and then move it over for questions for our student athletes. We'll dismiss those two and then go back to Coach for questions. Coach, you can get us started with the opening statement.
Well, I was just really pleased with the collective effort tonight. I thought that we made a really great statement in the first, and I just thought every facet of our game did really well tonight. Ha threw an exceptional game. Our defense was on point tonight, and then offensively just continuing to produce throughout. So really pleased with the effort collectively.
Now questions for our student athletes. If you're joining us on Zoom, please use the raise your hand function if you have a question. We'll start with Ethan.
First NCAA tournament, when did you find out you were going to get the start tonight, and will you walk me through what that process was like, kind of just getting ready for the game?
I found out kind of right when I was walking to the locker room right when we came out of the delay. Coach D told me I was going to start. I just approached it the same as every other game. I mean, it's no different, just in the tournament, so that was my mindset, just another game.
How does it feel to have your coach have that trust in you, to hand the ball to you as a freshman in a postseason game like this?
It gives me a lot of confidence. It makes me feel great. I mean, I just know my teammates, everyone, all the coaches, they have a ton of confidence in me and everyone on this team.
And then Raigan, will you just walk me through? I'm sure that was just a fun way to end it for you, that at-bat to get the grand slam.
Yeah, I just was going into the at-bat, just staying free. I mean, there was really no pressure with the lead that we had, so just staying free and then just happened to go my way.
And I have to ask you, everybody's commenting Jimmy, 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 and I don't understand it. So will you explain why they call you Jimmy?
My parents, they thought they were going to have a boy, so they were going to name me Jimmy. Yeah, and then they had a girl, so they went with Raigan. That's it.
So how does it feel to get the first win under your belt here at the regional, moving forward towards Oregon tomorrow?
I would say it's really big. I mean, it gives us a lot of momentum heading into the other games. It gives us a lot of confidence, but tomorrow's a new day, so just come focused and ready for the next game.
Raigan, have you had a game-winning home run or game-ending home run in your career so far?
Nope. I don't think so. Not that I can remember. It feels good. It feels great.
Obviously, a tough day with that rain delay. Being able to come out and perform defensively the way that you did, that must feel incredible sitting here now.
Me? Yeah. I mean, it was a really long rain delay, and so just for them to come out and keep their focus and just be ready to go when it was time was huge. When you think you're going to go at 6:30 and, I don't know, 9:45 I think was our first pitch. But they do a really good job. They're flexible. As softball players, you just never know when you're going to go with length of game, with weather, with all the things that indoor sports don't have to deal with. But they're ready to go, and they're focused. They're very businesslike today. Didn't matter when we played, they were going to be ready.
Yeah, Coach, when did you know that Hannah was going to get the start today?
We'll ask a couple more questions for Raigan and Hannah, and then we'll go back to
Perfect.
Coach. Any more questions for those two?
Just, of course, for y'all, it was wait and see mode with the rain. I'm sure it wasn't y'all's biggest crowd by any stretch of the year, but had a pretty nice crowd for the time you started. Will you just talk a little bit about what that means to see that type of support that time of night?
I would say it's really big. I mean, our fans, they're the best. They show up no matter when. And there wasn't a lot, but they were into it. You could hear them. So it's really big just to feel them behind you, too.
Yeah, they bring a home field advantage definitely to every game that we play here. And they've done it since the start of the season, so we're definitely used to it, and it helps a lot. They bring a lot of energy.
Thanks, you two. You may be dismissed. Now questions for Coach Ethan.
Congrats on the win. I'm sure that in a game with so many people that this was their first NCAA tournament game, it was nice to see kind of set the tone in the first inning, number one with Hannah, and then the offense come through. Just how big was that for the team to have that type of inning?
It was really big. There's not a lot of NCAA tournament experience collectively in the dugout, so just to see them, they're so loose today and so ready, and they have been all week. And so especially when you're waiting to go, you just hope that they keep that same energy and don't get in this like lull. And I was just really proud of the way they came out today. They've been very focused on their mission, and so you could see that today in their play for sure.
And then Hannah, it just seems like over the course of the year, she really earned that start to get this. Will you talk about just what she's meant to the team? I know she came on strong into the regular season, and how nice it is to see, a freshman like her on this moment throw a one-hitter.
Was huge, and that's what she's done for us. She's been really steady for the team and just had really, really great outings, and been really consistent. And so it's really cool to hear her say like, oh, I just approached it like every other game, and she did. You could see like there's not a lot of nerves in her. She just really trusts herself and trusts her team, and when you do that, you can just play very freely. And so we got to see that tonight.
Pressure during a game during March, April, a lot different than when it's in May. The team really looked comfortable out there today. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think that we have, getting to this point, it hasn't been a straight line for us. I think we've had some ups, we've had some downs, we've had everything in between, and they've learned a lot. We've learned a lot. And I know that they feel ready for where we are right now. And I know that they feel like they can handle anything that's thrown at us. And just having confidence in that in each other and just fighting collectively as a group. There's, like I just said with Ha, there's a lot of freedom in that kind of play. And I think that's what we saw today, is just this looseness of just trusting themselves and each other.
Coach, when did you know that Hannah was getting the start today?
I knew all week. But I usually tell them right after hitting, knowing that we were going the rain delay. I just kind of sat on it a little bit just to keep the same routine.
I'm also very impressed with how calm, cool, and collected she was. Did you know that she was going to be that way in this sort of moment?
Well, she always has been. So you just never know. It's just kind of getting that experience, getting out there. She went in a tough situation at the SEC tournament with at the end of the Alabama game. That crowd was bigger. Had that magnitude, that feel to it. And she was just steady Eddie like she always is. So, she's proven time and time again that she just shows up and is consistent. So It's pretty cool to see.
Jenny was saying yesterday that she and her team did a lot of work adjusting to the speed of your pitching, and that she was very impressed today how you adjusted to the speed of theirs. Was that a project, adjusting to that sort of deal and performing, especially in the way the first inning, the way that the team did?
Yeah, yes, because when we're prepping for three teams, knowing the only one we know we're going to get is Harvard, you still have to give weight to all of them. So so it's just kind of getting ready for the type of pitchers that they are. They throw a little lower velo and they have a lot of spin, which we don't see a ton. And so just prepping for that and getting our players comfortable. And then also looking at what they're typically used to facing and kind of picking a matchup in that too. And so I thought that they adjusted well too on Ha. She gave up one hit, but they had a lot of hard hit ground balls that our defense played really, really well. It was just the prep work this week, and I was really glad with the way our team adjusted.
Yeah, Jenny, one of the first players that she singled out on your team, she said that she thought Hannah Gamble played a great third base today, and of course she had the home run too. Just what does she bring at this time of year, especially to the team?
Well, she's our most passionate player, and she's fearless at third base. So you couldn't pay me to play third base, and even just like the way she plays it, it makes you think about the way your offense is going to run. It's like she'll get in your face. It makes you think about whether you could put a bunt down, whether you could slap. Makes you think that you can swing away, but she has such quick reflexes over there. She got a hot one today, and she's about halfway between third and the plate. But she just brings a ton of energy all the time, a ton of passion, and just a ton of emotion. And it just fuels everyone around. She's just, she's fun to have in your dugout. She's fun on the field. She's fun to play next to. She's fun to, hit in front of. She's fun to hit behind. She just brings that energy for everybody. It's infectious.
And last thing, just you got to, of course, before this game, see Notre Dame and Oregon play. You're playing Oregon tomorrow. Just what are things that you think they do well?
Well, they have a lot of tools offensively, so they can run, they can slap, they can drive the ball, they can go in motion. They're going to put pressure on you defensively, and they have pitchers that spin it and they complement each other really well. They didn't really go to Scott today. We were thinking that we would probably get her. It looks like that's who we'll probably get. And she looked really good today. So we've just been prepping and getting as familiar as we can. We did get to see them last year, so we have a little taste of what they do. I think they're an even stronger version than what we saw last year. And so just, getting ready, knowing everything that they do, and we'll kind of refresh that tonight and get ready for tomorrow.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.